Hey guys, welcome back to week 4 of my weekly release calendar. My name is Ben from Release Expert, and every week I go through all the sneaker releases through the lens of my desktop, and I compiled all the sneaker releases onto this document that I'm sharing with everyone. So feel free to check it out during the video to go along with me, or check it out afterwards. The link will be in the description. So let's just start talking about this week's releases. We're gonna see a lot of Year the Dragon, aka Chinese New Year releases drop from Nike. They just dropped everything on us this week. There's a bunch of GRs, general release if you're new, but most of it is going to be found on the Nike website and actually not even on the sneakers app. We have the Jordan 1s that did release on the sneakers app, so let's kind of go through these releases. I'm not going to cover everything on this list, so it's important that you guys, if you're interested in anything or anything catches your eye that I don't talk about, feel free to go back to the document and take a look. So we have these Air Jordan 1 Low OG or the Dragons. Now this was easily the best release of the week. They released on the 24th, and Nike actually shipped them out really fast and actually have them right here. So I was able to get them off the sneakers app. Rumored was maybe there was 75,000 pairs of these. It's a great shoe. Year the Dragon, aka Chinese New Year. There's a lot of details to the shoe. I'm going to drop a full review, but this one is obviously inspired by the Dragon. And what's weird is with this shoe, let's see, there's images right here, and I just showed you guys the shoe. It comes with this red envelope. That's a pretty cool detail that shows that people that celebrate Chinese New Year probably designed and had a lot of input to this shoe. So this is a great release. The resale price is pretty high. They're around 200 bucks. This retail for 175. And what's weird is typically when Jordan Brand has these theme shoes, the men's and kid shoes are the same. In this case, they're actually different. So this is the same exact nickname, right? Year the Dragon. And they actually did this for other releases, so we'll talk about that in a bit. So it's gonna come with the same accessories. It has that same hang tag, but it's a completely different shoe. And I also got that shoe here. Just a completely different design. And what I noticed was this one, the men's one, is really based off a dragon. And it seems like this one is more based off of Phoenix. So I think the traditional storytelling of the dragon and the phoenix in Chinese culture. So it's a pretty nice shoe. This one doesn't really have much resale. I think the retail is 140. They're selling about that on the secondary market. Pretty good Jordan 1 lows to start off the collection. Now, I think the rare shoe of this entire collection are actually these women's Air Jordan 2s. Now these, as I was mentioning earlier, we have that dragon theme on, I think, all the men's shoes, and the kids and women's shoes follow this phoenix theme. So looking at this, you see the embroidery on the upper. That's actually a phoenix and not a dragon. So really just solidifies kind of my theory on that. And what's unique about this pair is they're limited to 2,024 pairs. And they're mostly, I believe these mostly dropped in Asia. So in the US, you weren't able to get a pair. Oh, it says right here, exclusive to Asia, or exclusive to China, not even Asia, just China. And yeah, these are extremely rare. I think I was looking on eBay. There's not many pairs out there, and the pairs that are out there are pretty expensive. So yeah, Air Jordan 2, and this is what the normal men's pair looks like. As I said, very different. This is kind of looks, it has the same sort of color blocking as the men's pair. So it's a nice shoe. I'm assuming it's gonna come, yep, it comes with the same exact accessories. It comes with that hang tag with that red envelope. Pretty dope collection. There's just so many, so I'm not gonna go through everything. Let's just go through maybe one more. So the Jordan Stadium 90. So this is kind of like Jordan Brand's casual silhouette. That's a mixture of the Jordan 5, as you guys can see right here with the shark teeth. And it's also a mixture or inspired also by the Jordan 1. So it's like kind of like a fusion shoe, and it has their proprietary Formula 23, which is, I believe it's like Cushlon, but it's just rebranded for Jordan Brand. But I love the colors. I love that dark red with that dragon jade green. But there's just so many shoes as a part of that collection. There's also high performance stuff like the 38s. This is one of my favorite colorways. I just love that jade detail of the greens. But yeah, so there's just so many. Feel free to go back to the document. It's going to be in the description of this video to take a look at all the other releases. Now, Chinese New Year is actually February 10th. So it's pretty smart of Jordan Brand to actually drop the shoe 2 weeks prior to the actual holiday so people could buy it, have it shipped before the holiday. So yeah, February 10th is when Chinese New Year officially starts. Speaking of holidays, Valentine's Day is coming up around that same time. And so brands are also dropping Valentine's Day shoes. We have this Dunk Low. I'm not sure if everyone's sick of Dunk Lows at this point, but these are nice because it has that ribbon detail for the laces, super soft suede. It's going to be a pain to keep clean. But in my opinion, this shoe could have been a little better. And the reason I say that is because in the past, for their Valentine Day collections, there was an Air Force One with these heart details in the perforations of the toe box. Now, those are like the nice little details that make the shoe. This one just seems like a very simplified Valentine's Day shoe because of the color. But it's not too bad. You know, I don't see stuff like this selling out at this point because the Dunk hype is slowly dying. But these dropped earlier this week. Let's see, we talked about the 38 lows last week, so it's just a different colorway. We did see a few restocks this week. So this Dunk Low, Cacao Wow, this dark brown, or I think people might be calling this chocolate, great yellowed midsole, dark brown colorway, restocked on the 24th, but these dropped last year in the fall. Moving on. Oh, okay, actually, let's talk about this one really quick. This shoe is pretty confusing to me because apparently this is supposed to be a love letter, but I don't get that vibe at all from just looking at this shoe. It reminds me of the Charlotte Hornets for some reason. It reminds me of a bug rather than anything romantic. But apparently the nickname is Love Letter to the ladies. It has this like iridescent tone to the top. Yeah, I just, for some reason, just think of like the Charlotte Hornets, like the basketball team. Yeah, especially with that teal, but I don't know, man. This is supposed to be part of that Valentine's Day collection. And these are 14 low. They don't really drop 14 lows that often. But hey, retails for $180, pretty expensive. Now I have to say, Adidas has been on top of their game with basketball shoes. Start with the Harden's Volume 7s. Great encore performer. Now with the AE ones or Anthony Edward ones, this shoe is so great. This is my go-to gym and hoop shoe right now. This new colorway retails for $120. These sold out instantly on release date at midnight. They decided to drop it midnight PST my time. Big sizes went by fast. I think some small sizes are still available on Foot Locker and Champs, but this shoe is just, the color is great. People are skating in them. Anthony Edwards finally beat the Wizards. That was like an ongoing thing with him. He said he could never beat the Wizards for some reason since he's been in the league. He wore these shoes, beat the Wizards, and he said it was because of the shoes. So great marketing from Anthony Edwards. Great shoe, dropping a full family size run. We have the LeBron 21 Algae. These are just too wild. That hairy suede. This is loud, you know. I'm not a big fan of this colorway. Unless I see LeBron wear this shoe and set some sort of record, this shoe has no significance in my book. Moving on. Kenzo. So Kenzo Paris is a French fashion brand. It sounds Japanese because the designer and founder of Kenzo is Japanese, but he kind of moved to Paris when he was, I guess relatively young, and he created this label in Paris. So it's technically a French brand. They dropped 3 different colorways, and as I said, this is more of a high fashion brand. So think of like super high retail prices, and so they have 3 colorways. They're really 2 of them are super loud. Like this one's this multicolor. This one has this geometric, also multicolor, but there's also a mixture of prints. So it makes me think this is like a what the shoe, you know, part of that theme. And then you have the more subtle kind of zebra print, black and white with the fuzzy laces. I don't think all of them have fuzzy laces. Yeah, just these 2 right here. Retails for $350. They're actually still available everywhere. So yeah, I feel like this is the type of shoe it's very niche. Unless you're part of that high fashion culture, it's hard to really justify paying $350 for a shoe like this. This is the Gel Cacao 20. The 14 was popular last year. The 31s, it's still a modern day running shoe. So moving on, we have a few more restocks. We have this Dunk Low SB Core Purple, kind of that black tail design with the purple. And we also had a restock of the Mac Attack OG colorway, basically that Travis Scott colorway in gray, which is inspired off of this OG colorway. I'm not gonna click into it. These are actually under retail on GOAT, StockX, eBay. But let's talk about the last shoe of the day. This is the Yellow Ochre Jordan 6. So obviously today's Sunday, day after the release. They're still available. I'm pretty surprised random sizes sold out, especially like the size 8 and 7.5. Seems super random. Great color, just didn't sell out. $200 retail, pretty high. I just feel like Jordan 6s aren't everyone's favorite. And for $200, it's a lot to ask for. And especially stuff like this typically goes on sale in a month or two. So, you know, if you just wait it out, you'll be able to get these for a lot less. And that's it. And actually on Sunday, it was pretty weird. Usually on Sundays, we don't see any releases. We see this random Dunk Low, abstract colors. Gives me some Cos vibes, but this only dropped in grade school sizes. So that's all that we had this week. Let me know what you guys think about this week's releases in the comment section of this video. And make sure to subscribe to my TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I have more short form content that I release on a daily basis. So check me out there. And once again, see you guys next time. Peace.